Zizi Kodwa. Zizi, thank you very much for joining us. Yes, as much as this is a state-organized function, the ANC has had a major role to play. What has been your role?
Firstly, I think we need to appreciate and thank South Africans of all races across the country, across all provinces. We have seen the faith and unorganized people who have really celebrated in a very dignified manner since the Mama's passing about a week ago. And I think it's a reflection of who Mama was and how she has touched individually and many other people in one way or another. You'll be aware that I just came from Cape Town in the Western Cape, and all leaders of the ANC throughout are invited to speak in synagogues, in churches, and everywhere else to share their experience, because people do appreciate that Mama first and foremost was a product of the ANC, but was a product of the masses of our people. So we will go wherever our people are. All what we need to do is to celebrate with them. You don't need even to mobilize them. It's to celebrate with them, to celebrate a life of a leader well lived. I think all of us, we wish to emulate. We emulate the life of Mama, and therefore our presence here is, among others, to share what Mama was to the African National Congress, but also it's good to listen when people tell their stories about Mama, so that it's them who tell about how successful she was to change the lives of others. So we're here at this stadium. Tomorrow the president will be here. You can see the vibe around here is that although there's an expectation that people are coming here in numbers, because majority of them will not be able to attend a funeral in Soweto, in Johannesburg. So majority of them of the Eastern Cape will gather here in their thousands tomorrow.
Well, rather curious, I'll say, inclusion in the program is that of speakers from opposition parties.
That's who Mama was, a unifier, was celebrating a patriot. And we must bring back that culture. One of the discussions, for an example, we have had in the National Executive Committee, how do we make sure that we celebrate national days, whether you're talking about the Freedom Day, in a manner that reflects diversity politically, as well reflects the diversity of views in South Africa. Over a period of time, we're beginning to see the shift, that we're no longer celebrating to reflect the diversity of South Africa from the point of view of political paradigm. And we're beginning to appreciate that through Mama, let's reflect who we are. Mama, which is celebrated by many people of different political beliefs, of political faiths, because Mama believed in people not because of their political ideology. She never discriminated on the basis of your views. And we are beginning to see that it's bubbling, the permutation of her life. We breathe them, there's reverberating throughout the country everywhere you go. Yesterday, churches. It was interesting to see how different churches of different faiths celebrated her life and explained their own experience of Mama.
Mr. Kodwa, thank you very much for talking to us. Mr. Zizi Kodwa, who is the head of the presidency in the ANC. And with that, it's back to you, Kathy, in the studio.